Is my name. Very grateful and thankful. Grew up in Jamaica, became a medical doctor there. Soon afterwards, became a distributor of automobiles. My wife and I did that successfully for a total of 15 years. Thereafter, we got into the network marketing space, mainly because our automobile business started to flounder because of the real estate mortgage crisis that we invested in the US. And it hit us really hard. So we were able to get ourselves back on our feet and be on the pathway of network marketing now for 13 plus years. It's been a great journey, wonderful blessing to us. And 3 years ago, we got introduced to the idea of using our phones and laptops to trade and make money. I absolutely believe it's the most efficient and effective way to use your time to make money in this day and age because you're going to use technology, you're going to leverage technology, and it will allow for you to earn money faster and in larger quantities than we could generally do in traditional businesses or in jobs. So I'm very excited about it. I started off in Xtreamfx Global Academy as an affiliate, and an affiliate is someone that does the marketing. Xtreamfx Global Academy has the academy itself that offers you the opportunity to come in and learn how to trade. You know, it's a very powerful academy. It produces students that have earned over $1 million. So we do have a very great community. So the Forex and digital currency, the 3 by Infinity Matrix for those who are going to do the affiliate side. And then we have low monthly subscriptions, we have 5-star bonuses, and we have passive and active income. So the opportunity is really very powerful. The health and wellness side is also now included, where you can have health and wellness products that you could use for your benefit. So this is really, really awesome stuff, right? Hey, welcome. Is that Winston, my friend Winston from Jamaica? Winston Henderson? Is that you? All right. I'm not sure. I know I have a very close friend, Winston, in Jamaica. I'm not sure that's him. But
Yes, sir, that is me.
hey, my brother.
Afternoon.
All gone. You good?
Good. Yeah, man, I'm good.
Right. Nice. Welcome to the conversation. All right. So we're very excited about what we've done. The health and wellness side is also here. Well, today we're going to emphasize the education. We're going to dive into looking at the trading space. The trading space, as I shared, is definitely the most efficient and effective way to generate large sums of income in a faster way, right? And we have in Xtreamfx Global Academy a very powerful education that's been producing great results. The students have been getting excellent results. We recently added on a package that we're going to emphasize today. And if you want to come in and be a student with us, you could pay 89 a month, 99 or 159 a month as a student, any one of these packages. If you are going to pay the 89, you have to have a current student ID and be under the age of 24. You get a $10 discount. And then we have the Xtreamfx Safety Trade product itself, which we're going to emphasize today. It's only $599 for the year, and you have it for the full year, and you pay only $75 a month for the license for the scanner. And I'll explain the difference here shortly so you'll understand what the $75 is for and what you're paying for the $599 when you pay that upfront. So it's a very exciting system that we have. We also have our affiliate program. If you choose to come in, like I'm an affiliate of the community members on here, some of us are affiliates, and we pay a little over $100, 168, or in some people's case, 249. You become an affiliate, and then you could market Xtream to people and earn from our compensation plan. 500 a month, 1,000 per month, 2,000, 5,000, 10, 20, 50. I've witnessed individuals earn as much as $200,000 in a month from this compensation plan. So we do know the compensation plan is very strong, very simple, very clear. And if you work it properly, you can make a lot of money. I've made quite a bit of money from this side. But recently, I've added to that being a trader. So I went through the education process, watched the videos, went to classes with the master traders, and also recently I got my safety trade technology. So this is for $599, one full year's license, and then you pay only $75 a month is what you'd pay. $75 a month is what you'd pay if you are going to use the scanner. All right, so let's jump on to the technology. Let's take a look at it. And, Winston, my friend, you don't mind being my co-host on here, not host, but co-pilot in navigating our way through this conversation. That would be awesome if you don't mind. Are you able to unmute and just have a conversation about this technology to see if it's something simple and user-friendly? Are you able to do that?
Dr. Benjamin.
You say yes?
Yes, yes.
All right, great. Question for you, Winston. Have you ever traded before?
I have.
Oh, wonderful. And what's been your experience thus far?
Uh, yeah, I mean, I've definitely earned from trading. Of course, always looking for a simpler way to get the job done. Without necessarily having to go through all the analysis and all of that.
Okay, I got you. All the analysis. So I understand. So you're pretty familiar with TradingView and using this website to do the markups. And this can be quite, a lot of work, right? A
Right.
lot of study to understand it and a lot of work to make it practical and make it profitable, right? And it sometimes takes years to get to the point where we could use TradingView and make money trading, right? That's generally the case. So in today,
Hello?
thankfully, we have the safety trade technology. Now, what the safety trade technology has done, it has eliminated where a lot of the heavy lifting that we would normally have to do has been eliminated, right? That has been eliminated now, and what we have is a very simple way to identify a trade. So, which asset do you trade, Winston? Which asset do you trade?
I've traded uh let's see, Euro USD, gold, and also something called it's a kind of selective kind of indices called VIX 75.
All right, okay, I got you. So, indices gold. So let's bring up gold on here. And when was the last time you traded it?
Uh Probably 2, 3 weeks ago.
Okay, and when you do trade, what time frame do you trade it at?
The New York session.
Okay, and
So,
what time frame do you use? 1 minute, 5 minute charts, 15,
oh,
30,
time
1 hour?
frame. Well, it depends. If I'm scalping and I'm using the 5 minute, if I'm taking a longer term trade, then it's the 1 hour 4 hour.
All right, nice. So let's look at gold and let's look at Friday. And then we're going to discuss simply the system that we use in Xtream to identify the entry point for a trade. Just another question. When you're looking at doing the markups and so forth, what is it mainly that you're trying to find out from your analysis? What is it that you need to know as a trader?
Well, basically, I'm looking for what's the direction of the overall trend. So is it moving mostly bullish or up or bearish or down? Then looking at where the rejection points are or breakout to know when to enter the trade.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, so you're looking for entry and exit points in a sense then, right? You're looking to find out what is the best place to enter the trade, and is it going to go up or is it going to go down?
Right.
All right, good, good, good. So here's the safety trade system. If you pay $599, it changes your MT4 from looking like this to looking like this color coded system that we have here. In addition to which, you're going to have some other features which I'm going to show you, which are also included in the safety trade system. So we pay $599 and it converts your safety trade system to look like this, right? Your MetaTrader 4, sorry, to look like this. For those on here who may be relatively new to trading, all right, I think I'm scanning through the names, let's say a couple of new names, but I think most of us here should be familiar with trading, all right? So with that, four simple things you need to look for, Winston, right? Four simple things. Let's go back here let me go back to the heat of Friday. All right, so during Friday, all right, let's look at right here, this one. Okay, so when we see the market going up like this on a 1 minute, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. But then when it starts to come back down, when it starts to come back down this aggressively, what do generally traders think when it's coming back down? Does it look like we could have a market reversal here? What would you think, general terms, if we see coming back down like this?
Yeah, you think it's changing directions.
All right. So here's the system. What the system does is give you four simple things to look for. The first would have been the candlesticks below this green line, which is the safety trade moving average. Do you see this green safety trade moving average? You see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Right. And then below it is this green arrow pointing upwards, right? So the first two things is that the price was below, then the green arrow pointing up, right? Meaning that there's a potential safety trade developing. That's what this green arrow means. And then we need to wait for these five indicators, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, when the green arrow came on, were these five indicators the same color? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the bottom. Were they the same color? Yes or
no? No.
No. All right, wonderful. All right, so agreed. So we wait for them to change to the same color on the 1 minute chart. So every minute this chart changes. It's pushing up, right? And everything is now green. So that's the third piece of the puzzle. First piece was the candlesticks were below the green line. Then the green arrow popped up. Third, everything here turned to green, same color. And then we wait for the fourth piece, which is to wait for the fourth level from the bottom to turn to green, right? Red, sorry. Red. Where did it happen? Okay, right here. Okay, could you see now when it went up, was coming back down? Did you see a little dot? Do you see a little dot of red right here? Do you see a small speck of red?
I'm not seeing that. You might have to shift it.
Let me expand it a little bit more. But there was a small speck of red here, very small speck of red here. So when it was coming back down, we would have been able to. Right. So do you notice that right after this red, everything else stayed green? Do you notice that the market went back up?
Right.
Right. So this becomes a point of entry. So we could literally have entered the trade down here and then go for 2 to 3 pips out of the move. That's the basic safety trade. The basic safety trade is that you wait for this pattern to line up. Green, red, green. And then you know that when you're going to have a reversal and then you could benefit from the reversal. So when it turned red, and that little red dot came on the screen, if you use this. When this little red dot came on the screen, you see it came down, came up a bit, came back down. It gave us an opportunity for an entry so that we can benefit from it coming back up, right? And we use what are called buy stops and sell stops. So we're going to use a sell stop, a buy stop, sorry, in this case. And a buy stop is not an active trade until the market comes and activates the trade. All right, so that's a simple one that happened on Friday. All right, so let's see if we see the red. So you see now the price was above, the green arrow came up, the red arrow started pointing down. Do you see that?
Yeah.
All right, and we wait for everything to turn red, right? We wait for everything to turn red. Now, we had an entry here. This would have been an entry, but this is an intermediate level. When it came down, it came back above. This is an intermediate level entry, but this is definitely an entry. And you could see that it went down, right? The indicators at the bottom did not turn red though. So a beginner would not be able to identify that because I fill in the gap trade. But let's go forward. Here's another one that came down, came back up to our trade line right here. Now, this little piece here did not turn green. Now, ideally, we would have liked for this to turn green, but it didn't push up high enough. But you could see that it's a gap between the yellow line and the red. Do you see that gap between the yellow line and the red?
Yeah.
All right, so intermediate level people, not beginners, would be able to take a sell stop underneath. When this happened, when it came up and pushed up, created this gap, even though it didn't turn green, which was ideally what we'd want, we'll be able to go for a sell stop here. Our stop loss should be above the reversal up here. And then you're encouraged as a beginner to take 1 to 3 pips. Intermediate level people, we open up 2 trades. Open up 2 trades at the entry point, which is the middle blue line. Okay, you open up 2 trades. The first trade, you close it down after you get to 2 to 20 pips. And the second trade, you can actually follow it with a trailing stop, manual trading stop, and then gradually, you'll be able to get more out of that trade, right? You'll be able to get more out of that trade, okay? All right, so this is another example of the system calling out a trade, right? You see red, this didn't turn green. But here's another one that did turn green. Do you see red, green, red here? Winston, do you see that?
Yeah.
All right, so then when this happens, you go ahead and you put in an entry point just below the line, about a half inch, quarter inch below the line right there. And then this will become our stop loss wherever the reversal happens. Wherever the reversal takes place up here, you put your stop loss above the reversal. And then we're going to wait for the market to come back down. A beginner is going to go for 1 to 3 pips, right? And gold, it depends on the time of the day, but 1 to 3 pips can range anywhere from halfway between this line and this line, and maybe this line or beyond it, all right? But let's say 1 to 3 pips. Now, green, this stayed green. Another thing that we need to confirm, Winston, is that this buck, this is called a buck, these two lines, it's called a BOKK. That's the name of it given by the developer of the technology. It needs to be the same color on the higher time frame. So we're on the 1 minute on the right and the 5 minutes on the left. And you could see that the buck is still red on the left, while it's also red on the right. Okay? When the sorry, push this down a little bit. Oops. All right. When this change red, 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 green, red. All right. Red, 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 green, red right here came up above. And now it came back down. Did you win that trade, Winston? Did you win that trade?
Yes.
Yes. So this is the perfect safety trade that I just described. But also I mentioned that this was an entry. I also mentioned that this was an entry. So yes, there are other entries before that, but this one was the safety trade. This is a trade that anybody can win because it is going to go in that direction, right? It's just a function of how many pips you win on the move when it goes in your direction. That's the only thing. But it will go in that direction. It's just a function of how many pips you win. All right. And you could have opened up 2 trades as well. Close down the first one when you get to 20 pips. The second one, you'd move your stop loss to entry point. So once the second one is once the trade is moving and it's in profit, you move your stop loss from up here to the entry point. And when you have done that, you have a risk-free trade. And then what happens now is that as the trade is going forward, you could be moving your stop profit down with the trade as it goes forward. And then when it reverses, which it did here, it could kick you out at this point and you make a larger profit on the trade. Okay? So that's one powerful strategy that we have. Here it happened again. You see where it turned red, red, green, red again. Winston, do you see that?
Yeah, I do.
Right. So we'd put in again another entry point just below the line. Right. So we'll go for another entry here, just below the line right here, just below right here. And then we're going to go for 1 to 3 pips again. Now, the second one is usually not as good as the first one, generally speaking, but sometimes it is. The buck remains the same red. Everything else is nicely lined up. We can wait for it. All right, you can see that there was a reversal. Look like it's happening. Now, when the buck changes from red to green, when this happens, you should delete that trade. It means that that's no longer a valid trade. You know, if it didn't activate you, which it didn't in this case, it didn't come into our line for activation, you would have deleted this trade. Because once the buck changes from red to green, it's possible that it's reversing. It could still come back down, but there's a possibility that it may develop a buy trend instead of a sell trend. All right. And in this case, it didn't. It came back down, but it still didn't come down to our entry. But you could see the market kind of went sideways. All right. So you would not have gone for that trade. Now let's go up to a higher time frame and let's look at the 1 hour. We're going to look at the 1 hour chart, as you had mentioned, because you mentioned that you take the 5 minute and you also do some 1 hour trades on gold. So let's look at the 1 hour on the right and let's look at the 4 hour on the left. All right. Okay, so let's go now to, let me expand the screen. I'm just going to look at this 1 hour trade right here. Let's look at this 1 hour trade. This trade took place on this pattern. All right. Do you see this pattern, Winston? Do you see the pattern? Green, green, red, green. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we go back far enough, you'd see that the price was below the line over here, all right? The green arrow popped up. The price went above, came back, stayed above, then it came below our trade line right here. And that's when the red came in, okay? Now, let's say you put in 2 trades right here, Winston. This is a 1 hour chart, so each of these candles take an hour to develop. You put in the first one here, and your stop loss would have been below the reversal down here, right? So the first trade, you close it at 2 to 20 pips. But the second trade, you left it open. And then you move your stop loss into profit here. So as your trade started to move up, you put your stop profit here, then you put your stop profit here, then you put your stop profit here. Can you see what's happening here, Winston? Is this a beautiful thing that's going on here? You put your stop profit here, right? What's happening? What's happening in this trading stand? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Right? Is this
A lot
ching
of
or
money.
what? Right? This is some really serious money. So let's see how many points we did on this trade, right? This is a gold trade that the date was that's what. Can I read that properly? All right, that was look at that. Let me count it backwards. This is Friday, uh, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Friday, Thursday. So between Thursday night to Friday, right? This is Thursday afternoon, right? This is Thursday afternoon that this trade was called out by our system. Amazing, right? So that's October, whatever that is. October, is that 13? October 13th, looks like, right? Somewhere there, right? So this is seriously exciting. Seriously exciting. Now let's check how many pips you would have won on this trade up to. Let's say you took it out of here. You could still leave it to see if it will go up more, but it almost hit 2,000, which is gold's kind of high, all-time high. So let's say you close it out of here, and that's 1,215 points. And you could trade some brokers which will give you $1 per point. So how much would you have earned on this trade if you traded $1 per point at 1,215 points, Winston? How much would you have won? How much money would you have made? Anybody would have made if they did that.
About $1,200.
$1,200, exactly. All right. What if they traded $10 per point? How much would they have made?
12,000.
12,000 from this one trade. And if you could afford $100 per trade on this transaction, that would have been what?
120,000.
That's what I'm talking about. So this system, ladies and gentlemen, I call this the abundance system. I believe that several of us who have this system and who have been trading or who are willing to learn how to use the system, I believe if you want to earn $1 million over the next year, you can, because this is powerful. This trade was just a few days ago that the system called this out. This is a 1 hour trade. And that one missed me because I do trade gold as well. But man, it's just so powerful to see that, right? To see the system calling all these trades on various assets and giving us those opportunities. Let's go back a bit more. And then it does it on the sell side as well. Here are the sells, right? Here's an opportunity. This is a gap though. But if we drop down to the 30-minute time frame, you'd see a lot more sells, right? You see more clearly here. You can see this one clearly, Winston. This sell right here. Do you see the red, green, red pattern? Do you see it?
Yeah.
Right. So it gives the entry. We put the entry here for the sell, and look at what happened. Would you have made a lot of money on this drop?
Definitely.
Right. So you'd have made money on the drop, and the system called it out. Right. And you'd have made money on as well. Here's another one. Right. Clearly called out red, green, red. These are the perfect ones. But these other touches on the safe trade line are also entry points as well. But that requires a different level of skill. But this drop, man, whoa, this was some drop. Look at that. What a drop. What a drop that was from our entry. So would have made money on the drop when it was coming down, when gold was coming down, and the system is giving us the data that we can make money on a sell, right? I just showed it to us here, right? Here it is, right? Green, red, green, red, right here. And then if we put our entry line just below here, let's see, just below here, right? And this was the date here was September 25. So September 25 is when the system called us out on the 30-minute time frame. And let's look to see how far down it dropped. Let's look to see where it dropped before we had a reversal that would have tapped us out. Wow, 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 Winston. Whoa, whoa. Right? You could be riding this all the way, right? This is a journey. This is a celebration ride right here, right? All right. So this is the bottom. Let's say this is the bottom of this, right? How many points is this? Let's check, right? That's Wow, wow. Am I count this? Yes, it's 900 and make sure I have it right. Yep, 974. Wow. Let me just make sure I'm reading correctly. All right. 9748. Is there one beside here? No, I think it's 978. Let me just assume it's 978 because I don't think it's 9,000, but it could be. I think it's 9,000 here, right? I think it's 9,000. I think it's 9,000 points. I think it's not because remember that drop. I think it's 9,000 points. Well, let me just be sure. All right, so 2,218. Right, so it's 10,064. So it's 1,000. So 1,060 something points. So 1,060 something points. So let's say 1,000 points. You got 1,000 points on this move. So that could be a potential another 1,000, 12,000. Sorry, 1,000, 10,000, $100,000 on the sell. And just a couple, few days later, when the reversal started to happen, okay, we could see the market went sideways here, right? It went sideways, 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 sideways. And then after going sideways for some time, it started to go up. And then here is where the entry was, Winston. You see how powerful the system is now? You remember
Right.
I called you some time ago, I was telling you about it, right? Yeah, man, this thing is amazing, bro. All right. So here it is, green, 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 red, green, right? Right here, where you came down, came below the line, and now it's gone back up, right? And you would have been able to enjoy the ride and going up. And I just showed us where the system called it up and it's coming down. So you're able to benefit both ways. The 4 hour trades, the same thing as well. Winston and everybody else who's here listening, it calls them out either on a sell or on a buy. Okay, when it's perfect like these, when it's perfect, red, 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 green, red, that's for beginners. But there's also ways to identify them at intermediate levels where you can identify the moves on the intermediate level as well. So this is truly, truly an exciting season for us. Very exciting time. Here again are the buys. Here are the buys, right? You see a bunch of them, all right? You see a bunch of the patterns, right? A bunch of the patterns. So this is just
On
truly exciting. Green, 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 red, green. And then you could see that once you enter the trade, you know that you're going to be able to benefit from the up move. If you trade
one
NAS,
question, sorry,
yeah,
Dr.
sure.
Benjamin, I have one question. Does the system also work on a MT5 or just 4?
MT4, MT4. All right. And we now have the trading view version as well. So, but the MT4 is what we recommend. You could, put in your trades on the MT4. You could open your trades right here. In fact, the market is open. The distance between the blue line and the red line is too wide, guys, so you put in a trade. And so that's the using the system to look at the trade. Right? That's using the system to look at the trade. But we also have the scanner. The scanner. Now the scanner, what the scanner does is that it looks for the setup. The same setup that we just saw. Red, 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 green, red, or green, 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 red, green. The system looks for the setup. So everywhere you see these red arrows either going down actively or coming up in green, that's a setup. Okay, that's a setup. So if it's a new one, you'll see this little blue, red, green pop up as a new star beside it. Once the arrow is still moving actively as it is here, this is a trade that's just called out within the last 5 minutes. So new NZD let's quickly now look at NZD that the system called out and see what's happening there with that asset, right? Let's see if it's something that we could make some money from. We wouldn't trade it right now. The volume in the market is usually too low rather, at this time of the day, right? So I was seeing all these big gaps here. But you could see that the trade already won, okay? You could see that, right? Because each of these candles is a minute, right? So you could see at the edge of the screen here, we're red, 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 green, red. Do you see that, Winston? The little dot of green, do you see it?
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Right. So if the market volume was strong enough, we could have put an entry point here. Then you put your stop loss up here, somewhere up here where the reversal is. Um, Somewhere up here where the reversal would have happened, either up here or could have been above this, but I think it's somewhere down here. All right. And then you could have gone for 1 to 3 pips as a beginner. And depending on the time of the day, this could be 1 pip, 2 pips, 3 pips, depending on the time of the day. This is New Zealand dollar Japanese yen. The buck is red on the left side on the 5 minute, and then we slide forward. Do you see that it went up above the line and came back down? Do you see that, Winston?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the system sent us the data, right? The system, right? The system sent us the data. The red hour is no longer there because it's now past 5 minutes, right? But New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. So what some of us do is rely on the scanner to send us messages on the assets we select, whether it's gold, indices like NAS, US 30. Some people select currency pairs, the major pairs. And then when you get the setups, you can go ahead and put your trade in. And as you see, this was a winning trade. Now, the spread from the broker, was, to me, is too wide right now, right? Because they literally, this is 1.5, this is like 3 points, almost 4 points, all right, or pips that you have to overcome to be able to make a profit, all right? So I would not trade that now, but the trade is a winning trade, and especially during London session, New York session, and this is just wonderful. All right, so very simple. So the scanner gives us tons of data, messages rather, on when we can trade. Over 200 symbols are analyzed. So you could choose to trade the indices, NAS 100, US 30, S&P 500, Japan 225. You could trade currency pairs. See, we have loads of currency pairs here, both the majors and the minors and the exotics. They're here. They're analyzed by the system. And then we also have cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin, US dollar, Ethereum, Solana, XRP. The system is calling those out as well. And you also have stocks. So Amazon, Facebook, Google, Yahoo, right? All of those are being analyzed by the system. And you could be taking positions on stocks for sells or for buys as well. So this system is amazing, man. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right. So any questions so far from me? Any other questions, Winston?
No, nothing from me.
All right, great. So Nas here, red, 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 green, red. See, this is just so wonderful. You get them on the 5 minute. So if we were to look at this on the 1 minute chart, you see all of these entries, right? You see both the buys and the sells. There's a nice clean buy over here, right? Nice clean buy on the 1 minute. But then if you jump it up to the 5 minute, you could see, and it becomes, you get longer moves, right? Higher time frames gives you longer moves. So here, 5 minute chart, nice sell down. There are two of them actually, another one here as well. And the 15-minute chart, you go to the 15 minute, you could see a couple of entry points up here giving you nice sells. And the 15-minute chart is another one way up here. And this is on NAS 100. This was on Thursday. You could have taken your entry point up here, ride it all the way down to here, Thursday to Friday. And that would have netted you 352 points. Isn't that cool, Winston? 352 points on a sell. Isn't that nice?
I was on the 5 minutes.
This is on the 15-minute chart, right?
Okay.
So the 15-minute chart, you got the entry up here, and you open up two, close one down after you get into profit, let the second one ride, and then you just simply move your stop profit coming down. And then let's check the 30-minute time frame. Here's a 30-minute time frame. You would have probably gotten a higher entry. So the entry is up here. This is 360 something points so far on the 30-minute. And did we get a 1 hour entry? We didn't really get a clean 1 hour entry. So one of those time frames had the entry. So that's the system in essence. In simplicity, I just showed you 1 minute trades. Here's the 1 minute chart. You could see you get these little tiny moves here. This is a 1 minute trade. This is 15 pips. This is a fill in the gap. That one is about 25 pips, right? So on the 1 minute, then we jump to the 5 minute chart. Here's a nice entry here. This move gave you 99 pips. But here's the beautiful thing. You could have been in up here on the 15-minute trade up here. You could have entered your trade here. Let's put this line here. So you entered the trade here, but you also drop down. Let's drop down onto the 5-minute chart. You got another entry here, right? In the same move. So you have the top one still open, right? You'd have entered it somewhere up here. The top one's still open, right? And then you would have gotten another entry here. And then you could even take another entry on the 1 minute. See, you could take another entry here on the 1 minute and catch a little bit of this one. So you would have been able to have three different entries, one up here, one here, same move, and making money all the way down. The top one would obviously be riding it all the way down, and the second one you could have caught more. The third one you'd catch a little bit less. But this system gives us the opportunity to have multiple trades open side by side running downhill, because we have the confidence to take them because the data is giving us what's going on. We don't have to worry, is it going to turn around? Is it going to turn? No, we have the data to tell us what direction the market is going in. And eliminating the markups, Winston, you notice we didn't put in any trend lines. We don't have to do any Fibonacci. We do not have to do any retracement. It's very little that you're going to need alongside this very little traditional trading knowledge you're going to need. Very little additional trading knowledge. I mean, does order blocks, does support resistance help? Fine if you want to use those, but that is not required. What's simply required is just understanding these colors, these patterns. There's also what's called the blue line trading. I won't touch on that, but the blue line trading is simply amazing, right? Trading NAS 100 US 30 as one. It's only inside of the safe trade system that you have the blue line trading system, right? And like for example, here's a blue line trade, right? Here's a blue line trade. All right, when it came up here, it didn't touch it completely here, but it touched it here. All right, let me use something that's not as clean as the other ones. Let me see in front of too far. All right, but you learn blue line trading. You come to use safe trade system. You learn the blue line trading, and you'll be able to use blue line trading to trade the indices. All right. So anyone else with any questions? I know Winston didn't have any other questions, but is there anyone else here that has a question? I'd love to answer your question. Anyone else here? Anyone else? So wonderful, man. So Winston, you're ready to get yours now?
We'll talk, man.
Who invited you today?
You had mentioned about the $75 per month and what that is about, what that covers.
All right. So here's the cost. All right. Here's the cost. So you have the okay, blah, blah, blah. All right. So you join as an affiliate or a student. All right. So affiliate package is 168. So you're gonna get that. That gives you the access to being able to pick up some commissions if you do invite others. I believe we should invite others, not primarily because you're going to earn a commission, but because it's such a blessing to have this technology that people really should be given the opportunity to know about it. So I believe we should let people know that's the right thing to do, not because we're going to earn commissions, but it will help people to make their lives better, right? Because a lot of people are doing well, people buying cars, people paying their bills, people who are homeless are no longer homeless. The safe trade system is a game changer. All right, so I recommend that you get the 168 or one of the other affiliate packages, or you could get the student package, all right, to go along with it, because you're going to need some support. You have access to master traders a lot. You need to be in the community to learn how to use the system properly. So you have to have that monthly membership. And then you pay $89 a month, $99 a month, or $159 a month for any one of those. You have to be a student to get the $89 package, or you get the student package for $99 or $159. So to be a part of the community, you have to get one of the packages, right? If you want to be in the Xtreamfx community to get support. Now, the Save the Trade technology is an add-on item, so you pay $599 for the 1-year license. So $599 gives you this for 1 full year, and then you pay $75 a month for the signals. So the first month, your signals are included. So the first month, you have the scanner, no extra charge, right? The second month, you're gonna pay $75 to keep the scanner going, right? And that's just a deal, amazing deal. And just one trade from the scanner that I just showed you one trade from the scanner, right? Remember, we showed you, we looked on that one trade. Here's another one, USD CAD, right? So the system calls out a trade. So if we come here, for USD CAD right now, USD CAD is a really nice asset to trade. You could see the setup has taken place, right? But the market is just opening, so it's not a good time to try to win the trade. But you could see the setup is there. Red, green, red. Came up above, came back below, came up, you could see just barely went above. Just barely went above. It's a little dot above. But it came back down already. You see the red candle down here, right? But this is just too narrow. This is just too tight to win anything. Making it. Okay. So don't try trading this at this time. The market needs to open up, have more volume flowing through it. All right. So is that clear on the pricing, Winston?
Yeah, it's clear.
All right, wonderful. Any questions from anybody else?
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Ali.
Yeah, my question
is it possible for you to your voice is very, very low. Your voice is very low. I'm not sure why it's so low. You need to be closer to your speaker.
Do you hear me now?
A little bit better, but it's just a little bit better than it was before.
Okay, only in the mobile phone.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my question is the travel package.
The travel package.
Tonight is the last one. Yeah, is it last tonight or
it expires today. It expires today. So yeah, so what you should do is that you should get with a person. If you already have a back office, then you can just log into your back office and purchase it. Just go to your shopping cart and look for it and buy yeah, and go to your go ahead.
Option is it's not working tomorrow.
Yes, the website itself is active and live for booking tomorrow, right? So you could start using it to book hotels tomorrow and get your discounts, cruises, and all of that.
The membership. Is it expired tonight for?
Yeah, you're getting a discount right now. So you're getting a discount where you could pay $79 and then $49 a month. But after that, the regular price is $149, right? So you're getting a big discount. You're saving $70 off the enrollment if you get the package now before midnight Eastern Standard Time. And then the other one is for $140. Is $299 regular price, as you see here, but you could get $149. So you're getting $150 discount if you grab that today. But you have to get that today before midnight Eastern Standard Time.
I think when I was buying the package was included.
Say that again.
When I was buying the package, maybe it was included.
What's included? You said.
Yeah, for the travel bag because they charged us $700.
Yeah, so the travel it's a wholesale booking engine that gives you up to 80% discount on hotels around the world. Right? And there's like there's almost all the hotels in the world are on there that advertise online. And you can get discounts on them on the website. So instead of paying the retail price through Expedia, Booking.com, Priceline, you can have your own private booking engine if you get this. Plus, you'll also be able to recruit other people if you want and make money from that side as well. Well, here you can just simply get one of these packages that gives you discounts, great benefits on travel. Okay, cruises, rental cars, hotel rooms, Airbnb type bookings. You get the wholesale price instead of the retail price if you're a member of this platform. Is that clear, Ali?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. So just go to your back office, log into your back office, right? So let me just log into your back office. Just click log into your back office. Go to shopping cart, click affiliate packages, and then buy it. If you have any problems, Ali, do you have my number?
No, I don't.
All right. Let me just send it in the chat. All right. So in case you need support, you could also just reach out to me, and I'll help you to get that done if you need support with that. All right. Okay. But here's my number. Do you see it?
Oh yeah.
All right. Great. All right. So that's my you can reach me on WhatsApp. Okay, or directly.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so it's going to be an excellent trading week. You know, a lot of our members right now are earning money consistently every day. Congratulations again to Bright in Nigeria. He's doing really well. Esther in UK, she's doing really well. Bridget is doing very well over there in Jamaica. Bridget had a big week last week. Really massive week. The girl is killing it, man. All right. So this girl is killing the safety trade system, man. She's putting some money in her account. I don't want to tell everybody her business, but we're very proud of her because you know both of us have been driving this thing together. So it's exciting, right? So many members now are starting to make money from trading. And the safety trade system has really just helped a lot of people to turn the corner. So if you do not yet have yours, please go ahead and get it. Practice with it. Practice, practice, practice. Become very good at it. And then, you know, after you've practiced enough, you should be able to make some money. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Anything else from anybody before we go? Bridget, are you out there? Okay. Running my mouth out telling everybody your business. Okay. I know she's been signing up people with the safety trade. We have a presentation coming up.
I'm looking for British Airways.
All right, big time trader. All right, so making money from trading, making money from saving money on travel, making money building a business traveling, bringing in people for travel, making money building a business as affiliates, building the business, helping people to come in and get involved. You know, it's just a really wonderful time, wonderful season. All right. So with that said, no further questions. Tomorrow we're on here again, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday to Thursday. Let's rock it, guys. 9 p.m. UK time, 9 p.m. Nigeria time. And we're going to continue to do well. We're going to continue to do well. All right. Love you guys. Appreciate you all. Thank you very much for showing up. I will see y'all on one of the next meetings. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dr. Harry.
Hey, you're welcome. You're very welcome. My joy.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Hey, Esther, well, go on.
I'm good. I'm good. Sorry, I joined a bit late. I had a meeting.
No wahala. All right. Our Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. Na asante sana.
All right, then. Blessings.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.